Everybody. Oh, take two. I'm hoping we got some more viewers in here. Let us know if you're with us. We had some internet issues. We think we've worked most of them out. You just have to keep talking to us and letting know what your experience is, because this is for you guys. We want to make sure that it's good. Hey there, Sharina. Glad to see you. Thank you for stopping in. Appreciate you. More than you know. So, yes, today a video did drop at 11 o'clock. And, Angel and Mayhem are in the house. You want to say hello,
How they
Michael?
do?
Yes.
How they
And
do?
Halo Inspirations. We give you inspirations to help you spread beauty and joy through your quilting journey. Okay, so today's video was all about bobbins. And like I said before, I asked the question, how important is it? It's so important to have the right bobbin. And I went down some rabbit holes, and I made some phone calls. I did some research, and I want to put out there, I am still not a service person. I don't know everything about every machine. There's no possible way, guys. There just isn't. Especially since I don't service machines. But I did learn some stuff, and I wanted to share it with you. That was so important that I came back out here to do this live to make sure that I deliver some of this message. So, Sharina, what machine do you use? Just out of curiosity. Michael? Oh, we've had such internet issues, so I do have... Hey there, Dawn. Dawn's over on Facebook. Sherry's over on Facebook now. Oh, very cool. I'm actually seeing all of it. Now, my husband dipped down and then he dipped out. So I guess he doesn't want to say hello. Well, I'm glad y'all are here. Let me know how this internet is working for you. We think we worked out some of the kinks. We'll continue to work this out and monitor it, but your input is valuable. Okay. All right. So the importance of your bobbin is critical, because what it does, it helps with your stitches, whether they're, not nesting or skip stitches. There's a lot of stuff, but there's actually more to it than that. And we're going to get into it a little bit. You have a Bernina. Now, okay, I did not call Bernina, Sharina. As we go along, and you have a 215, I'm writing a note because I'm curious. I did see some interesting stuff with Bernina. B215. Their bobbins are very different. Now, I don't know if you can use different Class C's. I don't know what Class C, Class 15. I don't know if you can. I don't know if your machine does a Class 15, but if it does, I don't even know if you can use a different brand. Bernina is interesting. They're a great machine. Great
The
machine.
one I want?
You want a Bernina, but not a B215.
No, but I want to
You
read
do
you.
love Bernina because of Tula Pink. Yes.
How's it feel?
Yeah. So your bobbin is critical. Now, there's a couple of things, and I have notes. The first thing I want to say to you guys is, and you got to bear with me because I'm a little discombobulated. But the first thing, even though they're if you use plastic ones, even if they're plastic, make sure they're not chipped, they're not dented, they're not, scratched. Sometimes when your bobbin might be skipping stitches or you might see some nesting, there's a lot of reasons for it, but one of them might be the bobbin is needing some care or thrown out. Okay. And the plastic ones are very disposable, but reusable at the same time. So you have to take care of that bobbin. The bobbin is so crucial in the system. It is so crucial in the system. So it's one of the places a lot of people may think they need to get their machine serviced, but it may be as easy. And I've had that experience. I've had it. I have been through some huge nightmares with nesting and all kinds of craziness. And lo and behold, it was a bobbin issue. So it's so crucial that you maintain your bobbins, make sure they're good to go, and make sure you're using the right one. Now, I will tell you all, I went down some rabbit holes with some bobbins, and I showed you the Singer's class 15. And I told y'all they changed the manufacturing, and there's a bevel, there's only one hole. But when I went out, I actually found, for instance, that Brother has their class 15, and they don't have the bevel, okay? And they have 2 holes. So it looks just like my class 15. I mean, class 15J. This one. You can't see that. But I did show it in the video. It looks identical. The class 15J is not a class 15. So if you have a Brother and you've ordered their, they call it SA156, it looks identical to the class 15J out there. This is the biggest thing, guys. It's so important that you use the right bobbin. So I also go on to like different forums, quilting forums. I see questions and I see how people answer them. I've went on to a number of different YouTube videos from different companies, to include Sewing Online Parts. They did a bobbin video recent. Well, it wasn't recent. It was several years ago. But I've watched a lot. I've read a lot. And there are so many questions. Can I use this? Can I not use this? It is so important that you find the correct bobbin. And if you want the best experience, I highly encourage you buy the bobbin from your manufacturer. And I'll tell you why. So when I was out on the website for Brother, it does say something like use the bobbins that came with your machine or the same class. Well, I just told you that Brother looks like my J and not my class 15 without the letter. Okay, so we have the bevel in the Singer. So I contacted Brother. I actually called them and I talked to somebody. And I want to tell you also, on their website, besides it saying just use what came with your machine or the same class, it also says only use the bobbin designed specifically for this sewing machine. Use of any other bobbin. Oh, this is a big one. This is bigger than Singer. Use of any other bobbin may result in injuries. I was like, oh no. Nobody needs to get hurt. But it may result in injuries or damage to the machine. So I did tell you on Singer, if I use the wrong bobbin, it may throw off the timing and it may cause that I need to buy a new bobbin casing, right? Brother's more intense. Not only may it cause damage to your machine, but it may also cause injuries. So finding the right bobbin is huge. Now I called them because it said, or even the same class on their website. And when listen, I tell y'all, call your manufacturers. They are some really helpful, nice people on there, and they're very educational. My class 15 from Singer says it's 12 millimeters. I don't know if it's a roundup, because most of the sizes out there will say 11.7 or 11.5. Oh, I got to come back because Sharina made a comment. Oh, that's fun. I've seen different measurements. So Singer says mine is 12 milliliters, but I don't know if it's rounded without doing a caliper and actually measuring. But we have the bevel where the one part sits a little higher. So I don't know if that adds to it. I don't know, guys. I have no earthly idea. I am not a service person. But what I'm telling you is, when I called Brother, they told me not to use this bobbin with a Brother machine with the bevel. Because the first question they asked me was, what's the height? It's so important with the Brother machine that you have the right bobbin with the right height. And if it's 11.7 or 11.5, that 0.2 millimeter could make a difference. And I don't know what mine is specifically, but it might make a difference. It's crucial to the machine. Best thing is just buy the ones from your manufacturer so you know you're getting the right one, right? All right. Sharina did say her Singer Quantum is in timeout and has been for 2 years. Can I ask you why? Or, what it was that caused it to go into timeout? I'm just kind of curious. I know a lot of you. Here's one of the other things that I discovered when I was going in to different forums and different things and listening to people. One of the things that I learned was a lot of people, they have an older machine. They bought a new one. They have bobbins that came with the old one. They think they can use it with the new one. And so they look the same. They might seem the same height. They might seem very similar. So they just try to use it. Don't do that, guys. We all go through sewing machine transfers, eventually. Well, I've been with this for a long time, but the idea is that you may buy a new machine that may be a different brand. It may be a different machine. It just might be a whole different environment. Don't do that. Don't take your old machine's bobbins to your new machine unless they say it's okay. It's huge. It's absolutely huge. I saw a lot of that. And then I see people who are trying to do the right thing and they're trying to buy the right bobbin and they're confused about which bobbin that they need to buy. I mean, stuff isn't so clear out there. And again, I will just reiterate, call your manufacturer. Okay. So when I went out, I'm looking at my notes for the live here. When I went out to the Brother website, I did see that their SA156, which is their class 15, not 15J, class 15, bobbin looks just like my 15J, where it has the 2 holes. It's very flat, all that stuff. And it's clear. It looks so similar, guys. You just want to make sure that you're using the right bobbin for your job. Okay. And it's so easy to get confused. I also found that there was a note about well, I read that to you guys. Okay, let me move forward. There's so many ideas. I'm trying to keep them in a clear format. I will measure my bobbins to see what they are. I did say that you know they do list inches, both of the brother and singer. They both put inches on there, but it's approximate. So it said for the class 15, it's 7/16, but it's that's a definite approximate. It's more precise if you go to the millimeter. And I will tell you, for brother, it says 11.5. I did see 11.7. And then singer says 12. And I think that might be rounded. But one of the interesting things with the bevel's a little higher, right? So when I took a J, which is 11.3 millimeters, and I held it up to a 15, there is a slight difference in height. So I wonder if there's a slight difference between the brother and the singer. I'm getting really confusing and I'm getting really in depth, but you know, for those of you who are following along and able to understand, the bottom line is you really need to make sure that it's okay. I mean, brother asked me the first time, are they the same height? It's huge. It's absolutely huge what goes in your bobbin casing. And I don't know about you, but I don't want to be hurt and I don't want my machine to be destroyed. That's the bottom line. So Sharina says she broke a needle fresh back from getting it serviced. Oh, you broke a needle. They left the machine on zigzag. I tried to find the piece and couldn't. And then you broke a second needle? Oh my gosh. God bless you. Yeah, breaking needles is not funny. Not fun at all. Now, I will tell you, if you're ever doing any kind of looking for yourself or trying to read stuff, maybe in your manual, I did learn what... Now, in the video, I told you there's a little triangle piece that comes off of the bobbin winder. Just a little metal piece that comes out. I did learn that that piece is called the bobbin winder shaft spring. So it is springy. So remember, I told you when I load it and it clicks, that triangle on the side is clicking in to the square hole or the rectangle hole of your bobbin. It's a spring shaft. It's a bobbin winder shaft spring is the actual name. And then the little square hole, guys, I've been calling it a square hole because that's what it looks like. But it actually has a name too, and it's called security notch. You know, latching in and making sure that this, what do we call that? The shaft spring clicks into the security notch means that you're going to get an even tension on your machine. When you wind your bobbin, it's going to be evenly, well, it's supposed to be evenly distributed with the tension. Everything's going to be the same. The two things mix together and they just spin together at the same rate. There's no slippage. There's no issues. The idea is that that security notch holds the bobbin shaft spring to get that even tension. So that's what the actual names are. Now I'm looking at plastic, right? These are see-through, they're plastic. So their holes aren't necessary for determining how much thread are on there, because you can see through it to see how much thread you have on there. But I have seen some videos that say with the metal bobbins, those holes are so you can actually see how much, supposedly, how much thread is actually left on your bobbin. Now that brings me to another question. Some people have metal bobbins that may fit in your machine that you usually use plastic for. And I have actually seen from a reputable company that you can interchange some metal for plastic, but not plastic for metal. But I will tell you, doing a lot more research, I wouldn't do it. And the reason is, with computers and the way our machines have been built, they have a weight thing, and the metal ones weigh more than the plastic, so it doesn't communicate with the computer as well. If it calls for plastic, and if it calls for a 15, that's the bottom line, guys. Just make sure you're using the right bobbin for the right machine. I can't say that enough. Nobody wants problems to pay for. Nobody wants to buy extra parts. Nobody wants to get hurt. And we all want our stitches to be pretty. This bobbin, even if it's, really cheap, it's important. It's very, very important. This is so very interesting. I knew it was important to get the correct bobbin, but didn't know why. There must be a piece of needle in the machine, and I don't want to ruin it. Well, I get you, girl. I wouldn't want to ruin it either. But I will tell you that it's a good machine. I have 2 of them. You will look up to see what bobbin is. Okay. If you're talking about your Singer Quantum, if you're talking about your Singing Quantum, I can tell you, you want a Class 15 bobbin and not the Class 15J. And they are so similar, Sharina. I'm telling you, they're very, very similar. They look so close. There is some differences that Singer did with their... Watch the video because I tell you about the differences that Singer did. So it'll help you determine. But if you're talking about the Quantum, I got you, girl. You can message me. I'll give you some heads up. But every machine has its own... There's a lot of machines that do use Class 15. But if your manufacturer makes Class 15s different, you want to make sure... that it's going to be at the right height. You're going to want to make sure it's the right width. You're going to make sure it's the right... there's nothing crazy going on with it, and it will work with your machine. It is so important that you use the right bobbin. I mean, who wants to get hurt? I mean, when I read injuries, I was like, I don't want to be hurt. How about you, Michael? You want to be hurt?
No.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
No, I'm good.
yeah. I mean, that's scary. But then just thinking, if it throws off timing, if it throws off the, any kind of destruction to the actual machine parts, then you're going to have to buy more parts, and then you have a machine that you have to spend more money on, and you didn't need to. This is huge. It's absolutely huge. All right. All right. You saw the video? Good. All right. So that was that. And, you know, the crazy thing is, between the Class 15 and the Class 15J that I have, it's less than a millimeter different. Millimeters, guys. Millimeters. Millimeters. I keep saying that because that's itty bitty. Right, Michael?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, millimeters. Not centimeters, which is little too. Millimeters. This is huge. I wanted to pass this message because I just see so much out there where people are confused, questioning, needing help. And unfortunately, I can't... Huh?
It takes 10 millimeters to make 1 centimeter.
See? Yeah, that's huge difference. I mean, when you're putting it in your machine, that's a huge difference, guys. That's huge. And the best advice I can give you is, if you have any questions, see if you can contact your manufacturer. Because they will tell you yes, no, why, and why not. And that will help you make an educated decision. Absolutely. Your son's machine is the Singer heavy duty machine. You have to look that one up. Yeah. And I will tell you, Sharina, on my manual, it never tells me what bobbin to use in my manual. I had several years ago, 8, 9 years ago, when I got the Quantum, I contacted Singer because I had to ask because it wasn't clear. Now you can find it on the website. They will tell you on the website. So maybe you just need to look up on the website about the Singer heavy duty machine, and it'll tell you which bobbin to use. But I will tell you, Sharina, if you have a Singer and you need to contact Singer, they're amazing. They are the nicest people. I've contacted them all those years ago, and then I just contacted them a few days ago to talk about missing the hole. So, and making sure that I could thread through the square hole. That was a big deal for me. So, they're amazing. And everybody I've ever gotten there is friendly, supportive, and just so nice. And then when I called Brother yesterday, same situation. Very nice, very informative. She didn't have an answer for me originally. So she put me on hold for, 3-4 minutes. And she came back because the question I asked was, can I use the bevel? Can I use this? Your website says I can use a Class C with your Brothers as long as it's still the same class. But this one's different. And so that was the question I asked. Am I going to hurt my machine if I have a Brother? And because the SA156, their Class 15, doesn't have the bevel. And her first thing was, is it the same height? Now, I do need to get the caliper out and test it. But if it is the same height, she suggested no, because it might sit funny in the bobbin holder. Now, you might have a Brother and you might have great experience with just a regular Class 15 from Dritz or Singer or anybody else. But it's interesting that different manufacturers of different sewing machines changed their bobbins. And I want to believe that it's to help work with their own machines. So it's huge. It's absolutely huge. Yes, good to know. Oh, and in Sharina, in the video, because you have a singer that you're questioning, I did give some resource information in the video that I dropped at 11. There's a resource page and a bobbin page to talk about different bobbins. So I would check that out. But anyway, and I will tell you what I did learn about the Class J's. And I know Sherry had already known this, and you can't see it. It's like so minimal. So this is a Class 15. I know you can't see this, but it looks so similar to the Class. Oh, this is a 15J. This looks so similar to a Class 15. Apparently, and if you look really, really hard, it has a small curvature from the ends to the center. There's a small curvature, okay? It's hard to see with the naked eye, but it's there. And that small curvature makes a huge difference. Now, listen, guys, there are 60 different bobbins. 60 different bobbins out there, okay? There's another one called Class 66. And if you just went to the store and you just were picking up bobbins, the Class 66, if you just looked at it in the package, you may not see a difference. But the curvature between the 15J and the Class 66, so the 15J has a slight curvature where the Class 66 is more. And if you hold it up, the Class 66, you probably will be able to see that. But if you're just going to the store and just buying bobbins, I looked at it. In the package, I couldn't tell the difference without actually taking it out and looking at it and holding it up and seeing, that it's very different. In the package, it looks so similar. So it's so easy to go to the store and buy a bobbin and you think it's the right one and it ain't. It's so, so important. You'll have to call for the 80/20. What does that mean, Dawn? Hey there, Sherlock Sows. Glad to see you, Lori. The 80/20. What's the 80/20? But yeah, and Dawn's saying it. She has to call. It is amazing. These manufacturers, when you can find the phone number and get the phone number and call, I'm telling you guys, it's huge. The machine I'm bringing. Oh, okay. She's going to bring a machine to the, Michael, she's bringing a machine to the retreat we're going to.
Okay.
Yeah.
What?
All right. So that was, bobbins. And I wanted to come out here because, I showed you a Singer Class 15. It had the bevel. It only has one hole. But the brother looks like my J. Okay. It has a flat surface. It has 2 holes. And every manufacturer, Bernina looks even more different. Oh, and Viking. Viking looks different too. They have like colors. They have like blue and purple. They have really cool colors. So you just can't look at a bobbin and say, yeah, that looks right. And it was so important for me to come out here and tell you guys, I am not a service person. I don't know a lot about it. But I do know that you need to have the right bobbin. I've known it because I've used the wrong bobbin and it causes havoc. So, it was so important for me to come out here and reiterate that. But we will go on to the next thing. I have two. Well, I have a couple. I have more than two. I have a couple of things I want to show you. So we're getting some constantly some new product, right, Michael?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Michael, I gotta ask you guys. I here I am. I got so distracted with our problems. We're at 44 minutes, or no, 34 minutes. So Michael has a question for all of you who are in there, whether you're watching the hashtag replay or if you are here live. Michael has a question that he's very interested in getting your answers. So you want to share that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's hear it.
So if you could choose anyone from history, alive or not, to have lunch with, who would it be and why? You can't know them. Because everyone's got that one person they know that they would love to have like lunch with again. Everyone knows that one. You got to do like someone you don't know they would really want.
So somebody that
Why?
you would love to have lunch with, and they could be somebody in history, they could be alive, they could be not alive, and you can't know them, but you would love to know who they want to have lunch with. And you want to know why they want to have lunch with them? Did you say that?
Yeah. I said, why do they want to have lunch with them? What's the reasoning?
Sherry Holt says, oh, Sherry Holt. I can't even believe I just said that. Sherry says Lori Holt. And Sherlock So says, yes, Michael, wife gets you check. What does that mean?
I don't know.
You gotta explain that, Sherry. I mean, Sherlock, God, I got everybody all mixed up. Yeah.
All kinds of problems.
Telling you, this internet has really thrown me off. Okay,
Hey,
so
I haven't eaten lunch yet, alright?
but Lori Holt is Sherry's. Who's yours, Michael?
Edgar Allan Poe.
Edgar Allan
But I want to
Poe.
have 2 lunches with him if I can.
Okay, why 2 lunches?
I want when he is not inebriated and when he's inebriated.
Yeah, because he used coke.
He's a mess.
He was
a mess.
Yeah. But it would
Poor
be
wife
interesting
gets your
to
check.
hear his thoughts in between both worlds.
Nobody gets
because
my check. I get my check. What?
What do you mean?
I said nobody gets.
Well, I don't
No,
know.
She does not.
Oh,
She does not get my paycheck. She makes more than I do.
Who?
My partners.
Yeah.
Yeah. Make more than I do by a long shot.
Yeah, Michael's my son. He's not
Yeah.
we're not married. And yeah, poor Michael. I mean, he's an owner of Halo and he didn't get paid much. All right. So, you would love to have lunch with patients in the nursing home. Oh,
That's a good one.
it is a good one. It is a really good one.
Oh, you're fine.
Oh,
I was
she-
just being
yeah.
funny. I was like, trust me, no one gets my check. I get nothing.
Ain't nothing. Poor Michael, he doesn't make anything. Eventually you will. But
Yeah.
you know, when you start a business, it is what it is, right?
Takes some time.
It does.
No, I was playing back as in like they make more than I do. So if anything, they give me more money than I give them. So.
It's a true story.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, guys, so I do have some new stuff that has come out. Well, not me, us. I'm still adjusting. How long has it been, Michael? 8
What?
months, 9 months that you've been with, maybe even a year. You haven't been with us a year, have you? In Halo?
I don't know.
If you have, I feel so terrible. It's so easy for me to say me. That's Halo, but it's not. There is a whole team here. And let me just say this right now. So, of course, my husband, and he has his own stuff, right? He does pack-a-mats, which we have new ones coming soon, which I think some of you will really appreciate. And he does like needle turners. He does help with putting some of the pictures together for fabric lines. Depends on which line, which pictures we need. And then we have and then of course, he claims himself to be the hype man or director of personality because he's cheerleading everybody on. Then we have my daughter, who on occasion, she has her own job, but she helps with some of the graphics, some of the marketing, anything that we need on the back door on that sense. Sometimes she's able to help us. She is a director of operations for Sporting Kansas City. Their youth program-ish. I don't know how to explain that, but she is a director of operations within Sporting. So she's super busy, so she doesn't have a lot of time. And then we have Michael, who is making the dream come true for him, we're, working on a brick and mortar idea, retreat center, the whole kit and caboodle. He manages a lot of the website. He helps a lot with streaming, with video editing, with a lot of the decisions that need to go into play, what goes on sale, how much goes on sale, how to get that done to make sure you guys can benefit from it. So he is a huge part of the Halo team. And then you have me, who does content creation. They call me director of inspiration because we're all about inspiring you. So I'll put together patterns. There's a lot of things that y'all haven't seen yet that is coming out. I talk about, putting a calendar together to make sure that we deliver something to you. They also call me the Chief Vision Officer. It's another take on CEO, but I'm a CVO. So in the big scheme of things, I don't look at myself as having the final decision, but if I had to, I could. But I pull on each one of the people that are involved to get that done. I get their input. And, I order things. I make sure that there's stuff being ordered new for the shop. And then there's a whole process to get it online because it takes all of us. But then we also have Sherry. Sherry is a part of the Halo team. And she actually helps with looking at new product and what's coming out and what's out there. She gives her feedback. She also does help with making sure that people are getting responded to in various manners. And she is a huge asset on both the internet side and the back door because her input is being valued at a huge level. So we have 5 people who are all intertwined. And I just wanted to express that because there's a lot of stuff that goes on within Halo. But I don't know why I got on that tangent. Why did I get on that tangent, Michael? Yeah, I don't either. But there's a lot. Right, Michael?
Yeah.
Yeah, and most of us aren't being paid nothing. That's a real ball game. Okay. So, but we all work hard, very much so, for each of us. So, for each of you to make sure everything's coming along. All right, so I'm going to move some of these notes out because, oh my gosh, you can see all kinds of stuff. We got new product, guys. All right. Here we go. So I'm going to pull you under right now. We've got, it's a Riley Blake fat quarter bundle. Ooh, Michael. Never mind, I found it. This is by, and I hope I don't say her name wrong, Danny Mogstad. It is for Riley Blake, but it is called Red, White, and True. And I just wanted to keep this little sticker on here before I pull these all out, because I wanted you to see she is so super cute. And her line, she did an amazing job. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and pull these out. First of all, I will show you the side. It is definitely red, white, and true. Look at those colors. If you are patriotic in any sense of the USA or French, or I mean anybody who uses red, white, and blue in their flag, these are so pretty. Now I'm going to use this with another collection in the future, so you will see this for sure. But if you're looking to be inspired for Memorial Day, 4th of July is coming up, or somebody who just loves the colors, including yourself, red, white, and blue, this is super darling. So I'm just going to fan them out. And these colors are, that's a little better. These colors are pretty true on the screen. But look at this. Super. Oh, you know what? I'm going to turn it this way because I'll get more fanned out. Oh, look at the pinwheels. Y'all know recently I did pinwheels. Look at that. This is a cute, cute line. Michael, we only have the fat quarter bundle, and oh, I didn't bring it, but we do have one bolt. But we don't have any 10-inch squares or anything, right? Oh, look, stripes. Look at these. Oh, these are fireworks. Super cute. Love it. Oh, it's a bicycle on there, along with some fireworks and a truck. How cute. This is the fabric. I'm looking. Oh, it's this one. I'm going to pull that one out because I think that's the backing fabric we have. But I just want to share these all with you. Oh, super cute. I mean, there's all kinds of sizes of different prints, guys. Different colorways, different print. Look, stripes again. Oh, look at this one. How cute is that? Right? Then we got reds. Look, I'm going to overlap. There are 30 pieces in here, guys. 30. That's really cute. More checker. Tone on tone. How cute is that? Pinwheels. Fireworks. Cute. Oh, then we got the beiges. Oh, you okay over there, Michael? Stripes again. Fireworks again.
I see Lunch. That's what I need.
So, 30 different fabrics that I just showed y'all. This is a super cute line. She did an amazing job. Red, white, and true. And this is the fabric. I'm going to go ahead and open it. Oh, it's a little different. I think. It's, I don't think there's anything else. Michael, that's the line, right? Yeah, it is. That's it.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a little... No, that's it. This is the line that the bolt that we have. So we have a bolt that'll match the fat quarter bundle, and this is what it looks like. Super cute. Love it. You okay over there, Michael? I hear like all kinds of noises. Okay. So that is red, white, and true. Oh, there's so many things y'all can do with this fabrics. I love, love, love. I can't wait to show you what I do with it. I'm going to mix something with it, but it won't be till May that y'all see that. The other thing that we wanted to share was Be Vintage. It is hitting quilt shops now. It's for me, and Sherry, you'll have to. Hello there, Sherry. Sherry Shore. Sherry with an S. Glad to see you. Sherry with a C. She actually has this in hand. Do you think this is different than some of her fabrics? I think it is. But the 10-inch square pack we have along with the fat quarter bundle, and they have 42 pieces, guys. Every piece in the 10-inch square pack is different. Online, we tell you which fabric is not included, because there is something that's not included with the 10-inch square pack or the fat quarter bundle. So you can find that online. But these are so cute. Now, with the Be Vintage line, Lori Holt always comes out with different stuff. So she has office supplies, she has binders, she has cups sometimes, she has needle minders. She has so many things that come out with each line. And this one, as usual, she does a sew along. And this one she's actually doing in July. And I'm going to show you that in just a second. And we actually have a template kit that comes along with it. And this one's a little different too, because normally her template kits are a little smaller. Her template kit with the Be Vintage is 65 templates, guys. It is huge. But first, I just wanted you to admire. I mean, this is so cute. Her fabrics are so cute. So, very cool. Purples. And I talked about this in Creative Kingdom. Purple has never been her favorite color. But because so many people requested it to be a part of her lines, she started incorporating some lavenders and purples. I mean, look at this, guys. This is so super cute. It's very different in my opinion. There are some that are very similar, but she has just really created some really interesting fabrics for this line, and it is so cute. 42 different 10-inch squares and 42 different fat quarters, all here ready to go for you. All right, so I did say we were going to talk about the templates, and I will show you. This is the package. But more importantly, what can we do with it? So I'm going to come, oh goodness. I need to make a mouse pad. Okay. So I'm coming back at you guys. All right, so it is the So Simple shapes that Lori Holt does, like she always does when she creates them. But there are 65 in this package, guys. And what I wanted to share with you is some of the templates. So I pulled the quilt that she has done with it. So 1, 2, 3, 4 times 1, 2, 3. There are 20 different things that she is demonstrating with this template pack that you can see. I mean, to include butterflies, to include sunbonnet Sue, flowers, baskets. I mean, there's so much. I mean, an umbrella, that's really cute. And then it's not necessarily Sunbonnet Sam, but we do have a guy down there at the bottom, right? He's got a little fishing pole and everything, so you can make that with these templates. All of these, and I'm sure more, that you can do. But this quilt is designed for her sew-along, and I just wanted to give you the invite that she has created. I think it says it starts in July. Do you see that, Michael?
Yeah,
Okay. Is it say July?
I think so.
You can't see?
What am I looking at?
Oh.
What are you talking about?
I'm putting up the invite. Look at one of our live streams. It says when.
I'm looking at our
when.
live stream.
Okay, so when is the when?
What? I see your face.
No, there's.
You gotta remember,
Yeah, no.
I'm delayed as heck. I
Oh.
guess I don't know. I see your face. I'm looking at you. What? What?
Oh my gosh, y'all.
Did you not switch the video earlier?
I didn't. Okay,
Oh. So I'm like sitting here like, yeah, that sounds good. Because I don't see anything.
Oh, so Sherry did say, with a C, yes, this is my favorite of Lori Holt so far. So pretty. It does look a little different from her usual. I agree, Sherlock Sews. I thought it did too, but it's very pretty.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, it's starting Monday, July 10th, 2023. I see it. Wow, that's crazy.
Well, and so I never showed what all the templates can do, so I'm going to pull that up. This is the quilt for the sew along. Oh. Remember,
Oh,
I'm just.
What are you doing? You're having issues.
Yeah. Okay, so.
I thought I was a problem child.
And you know what? If you look at the top left corner, it looks like a Dresden, which it is, but it's a different kind of Dresden. I thought that was really cute. But there are the 20 different things that you can make with these templates. Those are the 20 different blocks. And because of the way that they're made, I'm sure there's more. I really am. But you've got the Sunbonnet Sue. Oh, what's next to Sunbonnet Sue? Is that a strawberry? And anyway, you got a vase with flowers in it. A basket with flowers. You got the dog. What kind of dog is that? Scottish dog. Butterflies, cherries, umbrellas, and then of course down at the bottom I also talked about, it may not be specifically Sunbonnet Sam, but it's definitely a Sam. It's definitely a boy with the fishing, and I think that's more. Oh, thank you, Sharina. Sharina says she forgives me. Oh, but yeah, I mean, this is so super cute, guys. And this package gets you all of that. This is huge. This is a really, really big package of templates. Oh, Terrier. She said terrier. Looks like a strawberry. Thank you. Yeah, that's what it looks like to me. I mean, I'm looking at this screen that's not as big. It does, but it looks like there's stuff in the strawberry. I am so excited. Oh, is that a house? There's a house with 2 chimneys. Oh, and a tea kettle. A really pretty flower. There's all kinds of stuff with this, guys. Oh, there's an apple. Yeah. This is really big. And as a reminder, this sew along. Let's just do it again. There it is. It's the Bee Vintage Sew Along by Lori Holt. You will be able to find fabric requirements and things as we get a little closer, because it's still in July. But if you're interested in doing this or any of those that I showed in the quilt as an applique method, I would highly encourage you to get the Bee Vintage So Simple Shapes by Lori Holt. Okay. I ordered mine today to make sure that nobody could buy mine, because it's in the store for us at Halo Inspired. But I wanted to make sure I bought my own. I mean, I paid my own, just like you, because I'm curious, and that is a lot. That is absolutely a lot of different things that you can do with it. I mean, look at that, guys. That's a lot of different appliques. That's amazing. All right, guys. So that's what's new. The only other thing that you might be interested in, I will tell you, and Michael can vouch for me, we have books on sale.
Mm-hmm.
Right, Michael?
Mm-hmm.
Any of the books on our website, it is what Dr. Seuss, his birthday was this month.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. And so we like to put books on sale to, no matter what kind of books they are. It's all about reading. It's all about the inspiration. And Dr. Seuss's birthday was this month. So that'll close out on the 31st at $11.59 for your discount. How much is the discount on the books, Michael? 25%? Or is it 15?
It's 15, but let me double check. 25.
20. It is 25%. Okay.
It is 25.
We did get a new book, guys. It is, which is a Martingale book, which, Martingale decided to close shop. So this book in particular, unless somebody else prints it, let me get rid of that. Okay. Unless somebody else prints it, this book is done. Okay, you won't be able to find it anywhere after all of them are sold out, because Martingale has decided to shut their doors. But it's Cakewalk by Moda. And I will tell you, I mean, there are so many different designers in here from Moda Fabrics that include Corey Yoder, Sherry McConnell, Lisa Bonjean, Barbara Groves, Barbara Groves and Mary Jacobson, Lean Hegmeyer and Sandy Clope. And there's more. I mean, there's a bunch of different designers. They have 13 different quilts in here that you can make with 10-inch squares, or as Moda calls them, layer cakes, right? And it is a super awesome book, very easy to read, beautiful pictures, all included. So this is a new book, so we have it 25% off during till the end of March. After that, we have a new sale, and I'll talk about it next week. But in the past, when Lori Holt, this is what Sherry says, in the past, when Lori Holt does a sew along, once she starts it, it is extremely hard to get the so simple shapes once she starts. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Once she starts her sew longs, it is hard to find the shapes. Now, months down the road, you may be able to pick them up again. But if you want to sew with Lori Holt, the so simple shapes are key. Thank you, Sherry, for including that. But so that's what we have for today. Anything to add, Michael?
No.
Oh, I didn't tell you what my lunch person was. Yours was Edgar Allan Poe. I didn't see anybody tell us what your lunch person was. So I will tell you a historical person that I would want so badly to have lunch with is Thomas Jefferson. He had his fingers in so many things, and he's very, very smart. I would love to have lunch with Thomas Jefferson. Now, quilting related, and she's still alive. I would love to have lunch with Eleanor Burns, the queen of strippers. She's so, yeah, yours is Tula Pink. You would love to have lunch with Tula Pink. Yeah. So we'd love to hear who you would love to have lunch with, whether they're quilting related or historical related.
I just always like the eccentric, apparently. It's just my thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Because that's who you are. You connect with them.
Sure. Well, yeah.
You do, Michael.
I guess I'm a bit eccentric. Yeah, I guess
Yeah.
I'm a bit eccentric.
Yeah. But mine is Thomas Jefferson, who is not eccentric. Well, in some ways he is. I mean, if you get to go to his house ever in Monticello, you'll see some of the eccentric. Is that a word? I don't know. He is still thinking about who you would like to have lunch with. Yeah, Sharina, I'd be really interested to hear yours.
Yeah.
Everybody.
You're watching the
has
hashtag
thoughts.
replay. Don't hesitate to throw it in there too.
Yeah. Because it would be fun.
Yeah.
And like I said, for me, quilting related, I think Eleanor Burns. And she's eccentric too, Michael. Not so much in her quilting, but in her personality.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would just love to sit and talk to her, and she's very business smart, very fun. I like fun. But
yeah,
I'd love to hear what some of y'all would love to meet. I'm going to ask this question again and hear what y'all's thoughts are. Yeah.
it will come back.
It will. Because I want to hear. I mean, it's so fun to hear.
Actually, one of my favorite one of my favorite questions.
Yeah. Right? It is. It is a fun question. I appreciate you putting it out there. Because it gets us thinking.
Mm-hmm.
And I got to tell you, I just had a conversation with your dad about Maslow's pyramid. So that's a whole nother conversation.
I got all kinds of conversations.
Oh, Sherry says Jim would like to have lunch with George. Oh, I would.
That's a good one,
me and Jim, we can sit together because I'd love to have lunch with George Washington too. But I'm more, for me, I'm more intrigued with Thomas Jefferson. But of course, I could take it or leave it. But if somebody gave it to me, I'd have lunch with Ben Franklin. James Madison, basically our forefathers. There's a lot of stuff out there and a lot of questions we today could have with some of those people, right, Michael?
Edgar Allan Poe.
Edgar
Allan Poe.
Edgar Allan Poe. That's yours.
Every
Yeah.
time. Every time. No
And
hesitating. I don't even
you've
think about
been
it.
to the Edgar Allan Poe Museum
No, I
in
have not.
Richmond.
No, I have not.
Oh my gosh. Well, when you come out, we'll go.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah, that's
while
why I
you're
have not been
here.
able to do it yet.
I thought we went together.
Nope, I have
That was
not.
just
We
your dad and
planned on
I?
it, and then I moved.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then you and me, we'll go to Edgar Allan Poe Museum in Richmond so you can see some
Ooh.
of that. Now, you
That'd be
have
cool.
been to Fort Monroe, where Edgar Allan Poe was held captive.
Yeah.
He was
but-
imprisoned.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, history is fun, guys. I mean, just like I said, there's I personally enjoy stories from quilts. I enjoy stories from quilters. That's where the bobbins come in because there's so many stories. But I love it with history too. And some of you I know also enjoy those stories. So that's where this whole thing comes from. But that's it for today. Sorry we were late. The internet was kind of goofy.
Wonky.
And yeah, just wanted a great experience for you guys. So thank you all for stopping by. Next week is Cherub Chit Chat. So if you have any quilts that you're willing to share with the rest of the Halo community, we would love, love, love to see them. Sharina's been to Mark Twain's home.
That's cool.
That's really cool. That's another good one. Mark Twain's another good one. That's awesome, Sharina. But if there is any quilts that you're willing to let us share on the Cherub Chit Chat next week, we'd love to have them. Please send them forward either through DM of Instagram or Facebook Messenger, email, Creative Kingdom, however it is that you can communicate. We would love, love, love to share your quilts as inspiration. So until then, get the right bobbin, guys, and yeah. Make sure you have the right bobbins. I cannot stress that enough. Be sure to have the right bobbin. Your machine will appreciate it, and you will appreciate it. And until next time, may your bobbin be forever full. May you continue to be inspired, productive, ever so joyful. Never stop believing, and never stop making your dreams in quilting come true. Michael?
Stay safe.
Stay safe. We love y'all. Happy hump day. Whoop, whoop. Happy quilting. See y'all soon.